Gillian Shaw with another edition with Spectacular Magazine, reporting today with the illustrious fashion icon Dapper Dan. So tell us a little about your deal with Gucci. How's that coming into play with your cultural background with Harlem and the new millennial age we are in?
Wow, like I often equate this with like a Cinderella story, right? But I call it a Cinderella story. So imagine this, 30 years seeing major brands copy me, you know what I mean, and never get the opportunity to go global or anything like that there, right? Then all of a sudden, this new vehicle, Black Twitter, comes about. A voice for me. It allows for me to break my way into the global luxury fashion space. When Gucci came to me, right, because of Black Twitter, I was skeptical. Because I'm born and raised in Harlem. First half of my life, I'm a hustler. You know, we never trust, people outside. So when Gucci came to me with this deal, entertainers, everybody called me and said, Gucci want to see you, they really want to talk to you. So I told my son, I said, look, my son said, Dad, you need to come out from the underground, because Dad ran me underground. So he said, you need to come out from the underground. I said, okay, if they serious, tell them to come to Harlem. Gucci came to Harlem. I said, if they serious, I don't want a collaboration, I want a partnership. They gave me a partnership. If they serious, I want to continue being in Harlem, having my own atelier in Harlem, where I'm doing the same thing that I've done over the years, just with Gucci fabric. They said, okay. Then I said, well, if you're really, really serious, let me use in my collection all people of color. They said, okay. I said, let's go.
Sounds good. Tell us a little
and that's
about,
how that developed.
Okay, sounds good. Tell us a little about the differences between the fashion designs back in the 80s and 90s versus now.
Okay, good. Let's don't talk about the 80s. Let's talk about, I closed down in 92. You know, from the time I opened to 92, all fashion was us. And let me tell you what I mean by us. When you came into my store, you got what you wanted based on what you felt like you want to look. That might even include like you saying, no, you go to get a garment made and people measure you. I said, look, I didn't measure everybody coming. I say, bring me one of your garments, because that's how you want to look. The tape doesn't tell us what you want to look like. The tape tells us what your body looks like. So I've always did that. I've always created this edge where you are part of the design team. That stopped in 1992 when they ran me underground, except for those who could find me. From 92 on, the black brands opened up. And that's when you had black cookie cutter fashion. Everybody walking around looking like everybody else, And that has prevailed to the day. So because the black brands did that, and they took the game, they took the luxury fashion game that I started and took it down 3 or 4 notches, right? And then they all went out of business. They crashed because they didn't understand, the blueprint. Now, when they went out of business, the luxury brands said, hold up, we need a new direction. Let's go back and do what Dapper Dan did. And they raised the bar. So, for the time I went underground to the time I came back, there was no have it your way luxury fashion in terms of designer wear. So when I came back, I brought that back with me. So every artist you see with stuff I'm going, that's their creation, that's their design. You know what I'm saying? That's what luxury is.
Sounds great, thank you. And what other designers are you currently working with besides Gucci?
Nobody else. I got exclusive deal with Gucci. Who am I inspired by? Who I think people should study in terms of European brands and American brands? Young designers come along today. You need to look at people who were cutting edge, and I think that Ralph Lauren it makes a lot of sense to say Rock The Lyceum. Number one, because he couldn't sew, and he built a powerful brand. And the next one would be Tommy Hilfiger, another one who can't sew, but built a powerful brand. But the one that excited me the most was Versace, because I like what he did with symbols, the way he embraced symbols, and like the Greek key and Medusa head. I like, I'll be talking about this later. I like symbols in fashion that define fashion in a different way. In terms of, I think, far as new age, new breakthrough people, I like Kirby. I think Kirby is the future for us. He's really the future of us. What's Kirby's old name?
Kirby Jean Raymond.
Huh?
Kirby Jean Raymond.
Yeah, yeah. He's defining fashion, where fashion should go today. I mean, there are others, but his footprint is like powerful.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me today. Make sure you follow Spectacular Mag on all our social media platforms. That wraps up another session with Spectacular Magazine. Thanks.
Thank you.
Spectacular Magazine. We on the scene.